set of squares. And also, like, when you're working with, like, the centers, it doesn't take that long to do the centers. It's when it starts getting bigger that it starts to take longer. So that's not, like, an accurate, like, representation of, like, the centers. It doesn't take me 6 minutes to do a center. It takes me, like, probably 2 minutes or something like that. So, really hard to say. I've thought about timing myself on, like, how long, and, like, doing, like, check-ins, like, oh, it's been this long, and here's this is my progress, I've done this much, or whatever. Maybe I'll do that for the next set of squares, but, like, that's a day where I want to, like, sit down, and, like, a day where I know I'm going to just work on this and not take many breaks. I don't know. The dog is with me here today. He's laying on the floor. He's napping. We've been able to keep the door. So, if some of you may not know, me and my boyfriend have been having some issues with our cats. My boyfriend has a very old cat who's 14, and I have a very young cat who's 2, and the young one likes to bother the old, or doesn't like to, but he wants to play with the old one, but the old one doesn't want to. And so we were having issues with, like, something had happened where, like, she did not want to go to the litter box downstairs. Something had to have happened where, like, it kept her from wanting to go down there. And so she started having accidents around the house. And so it got to a point where we needed to, like, completely separate the young cats from the old cat. And so we had a barrier blocking the stairs, so she had the entire upstairs to herself, and the boys had the downstairs. Well, it's finally gotten to a better point where the older cat is actually, like, we leave enough of a crack in the barrier that she can slip through, but the boys can't get up. And so after she started doing that, and she started feeling more comfortable coming downstairs, and we were kind of policing the young one a little bit more, where, like, if we saw him starting to be creepy, we would, like, yell at him, like, no, leave her alone. And it's gotten better. So we started leaving the barrier open. Not all the time, but most of the day it's open, and then at night we'll close it. But it's gotten better. And the boys are coming up here more. The dog is able to come up here during the day. And the girl cat is able to go downstairs if she wants. She still spends most of her day upstairs. But the boys have the freedom to kind of, like, come up here if they please. And I still can police the young one if he's getting creepy. So I'm glad that, like, the situation is kind of getting better. It is great progress. I'm very happy about it, because it's no fun when, like, your pets aren't getting along, and, like, we've taken the necessary, like, steps to fix the problem, but at the expense of, like, our convenience. Like, we have a barrier in front of our stairs, so we have to, like, move the barrier so that we can, like, get up to use the bathroom if we're downstairs. So it's just, like, I'm hoping that it's getting to a point where we are going to be able to take the barrier away. So it's getting better, and I'm happy about it. And I've noticed that, like, Dexter, the creepy one, is understanding. You're at the vet now? Fun. Dexter is understanding a little bit more, like, if he chases her and she runs away, he's actually stopping himself now. They said we are transitioning now. Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. My cat tried to adopt a feral kitten. I almost started a war between my cat and the feral colony that lives in the backyard. Actually waiting for the phone call to schedule and leave. Oh, are you in your car? You're not allowed to go in? Maybe I should call them. I think they forgot about me. I'm sure they're busy. Yeah, I can't go in, but they brought her back to me already, like, several minutes ago. Oh, I would call them. And say, like, hey, can I schedule? Did you already, like, pay and stuff? Oh, yeah, you're on, like, a plan or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Last row. Here we go. On the last row. How is knitting going? It's going well. My one hat is almost done. I made a big mistake earlier this week in my hat where I started holding my project backwards. And so when I was knitting, I noticed that all of a sudden on the outside of the hat, there were purl stitches. So I was like, oh no. So I thought I was going to have to, like, frog the entire thing because I have never made a mistake like that, and I've never had to, like, and, like, with knitting, it's all, like, live stitches. So I was convinced that I was going to have to frog the entire thing and start from scratch. I was able to pull out my circular needles, pull the mistake rows out very carefully, and then reinsert my circular needles without losing a single stitch. And I fixed my problem. I was so proud of myself. So proud of myself. So after this row, I am gonna head out. Hope you don't mind. Maybe we can raid a new channel. Maybe if I, like, take a look at, like, who's live right now, maybe I'll, like, raid a rando for fun. Because I've never done that before. Wow, that is talent to not lose a stitch. I was so careful about it. I was so careful. There were a couple times where I was like, ooh, 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 be careful, be careful. And I didn't lose a single stitch. And it's looking nice. It's looking really nice still. I think I'm actually about to, like, I'm gonna get ready and close it close the hat so that I can so it can be finished. But yeah. I enjoy knitting, actually. I enjoy it a lot. I'm making a lot of knit hats that, like, without my knitting machine. I feel like my knitting machine right now I'm just making, like, beanies and stuff with, but, like, I like making, like, thicker hats with, like, my regular needles, you know? Nope, don't do that. This is the last side. Nope, 2 more sides. Ah. Yeah, I feel like this is just a weekend that has too much. I have just too much stuff to do. Things are stressful. Does anybody actually no. I'm close. I'll find somebody to raid. I'm kind of excited. I've never raided a stranger before. I usually end up raiding my friend Itzentu. Never raided a stranger though before. Think I'll do a crafter. See if anybody else is crocheting. How's everybody's Saturday going though? Is it going well? For me it's 11:30 or 11:21, but close to 11:30. And I'm having a pretty good Saturday so far, I feel like. Are y'all in a good mood? It's okay. We've been cleaning all day. I need to clean. Having a lazy day. Nice.